Leibniz's Discourse on Metaphysics, section 7 today, which is explicitly about miracles. That miracles conform to the general order, even though they may be contrary to the subordinate maxims, and about what God wills or permits by a general or particular volition. Now, since nothing can happen which is not in the order, one can say that miracles are as much within the order as are natural operations, operations which are called natural because they are in conformity with certain subordinate maxims that we call the nature of things. For one can say that this nature is only God's custom, with which he can dispense for any stronger reason than the one which moved him to make use of these maxims. As for the general or particular volitions, depending upon how the matter is understood, we can say that God does everything following the most general will, which is in conformity with the most perfect order he has chosen. But we can also say that he has particular volitions which are exceptions to these aforementioned subordinate maxims. For the most general of God's laws, the one that rules the whole course of the universe, is without exception. The most general laws governing how God operates is exceptionless. So in that way, there's no miracles. But there are exceptions to the subordinate maxims that we might discover, the regularities that we might discover are not going to be the deepest laws of nature, right? Okay. We can say also that God wills everything that is an object of his particular volition, but we must make a distinction with respect to the object of his general volition, such as the actions of other creatures, particularly the actions of those that are reasonable, actions with which God wishes to concur. For if the action is good in itself, we can say that God wills it and sometimes commands it, even when it does not take place. But if the action is evil in itself and becomes good only by accident, because the course of things, particularly punishment and atonement, corrects its evilness and repays the evil with interest in such a way that in the end there's more perfection in the whole sequence than if the evil had not occurred, then we must say that God permits this, but does not will it, even though he concurs with it because of the laws of nature he has established and because he knows how to draw a greater good from it. And don't forget, we're reading the Monadology over on TikTok. That's Dr. Monad 4 on TikTok.